Hello and welcome. This video is intended to walk students through the lesson from Unit 4, Day 20, which is a part of the mini-unit on the Reformation as a turning point. Throughout the course of Unit 4, you have studied mini-units on the Renaissance as a turning point, other perspectives on the Renaissance, as well as the scientific revolution. As we move forward with this lesson, we can consider all of that background information as we prepare to answer the question, what accounts for the different fates of Jan Hus and Martin Luther? We will examine why wasn't Martin Luther burned at the stake? With the lesson objective 2, examine how historical context affects historical outcomes by comparing the lives and fates of Jan Hus and Martin Luther. Turning points in history do not rest on a single moment, act, or decision. For us to call a series of changes a turning point, it must be the product of multiple types of causes, including contributing causes over a long period of time and necessary causes that spark a sudden change. In this lesson, you will learn about the lives, protests, and fates of two men, Jan Hus and Martin Luther, and compare the impact that each had on the Protestant Reformation. Both Hus and Luther waged protests against what they saw as the corruption of the Catholic Church. The ideas and protests of both men contributed to significant changes in Christianity and European society. However, it is important to note that the lives of the two men were separated by time and space. They lived approximately a century apart, 100 years. Hus lived from 1372 to 1415, the late 14th and early 15th centuries, while Luther lived from 1483 to 1546. What changes were occurring in European society during this time? You may want to pause the video at this point to jot down some initial thoughts answering that question. Today, you will investigate what accounts for the differences in how the protests and ideas of Jan Hus and Martin Luther were received in their respective times and places. And importantly, this investigation will also include comparing how each man died.